Alright, hello, this is Farcaster. I'm going to do a SoM Swiss draft, and hopefully this recording will be up on TGO videos before long. As soon as the draft starts, I'll be back for commentating. So this is the first pack, and what we've got here is a Golem Artisan, there's a Contagion Clasp, a couple of infect creatures. I'm looking at 3 cards here. Either I can force infect with the Cyst Bearer, I can go with the Golem Artisan. I don't like that as a first pick, even though it's a powerful creature in its own. I like it more in second or third pack when you know how many artifacts you get. So I'm going to take the Contagion Clasp just to have an open choice, which is also a removal card. Having taken that, I like the interaction with Glimmerpoint Stag quite a lot. If I'd taken an Infect card, the Stinger would have been perfect. But now the Glimmerpoint Stag is most likely the best card. Apart from that, you could go with the Origin Spellbomb, even though I think that's slightly worse. It's definitely worse in power, but in archetype-wise, it's the Metalcraft blue-white or white-red Metalcraft is very good. There's also a Lumengrid Drake, but the Glimmerpoint Stag is overall the better card. So that's the pick. And here we get a Revoke Existence. I like the Invisimancer. It's unblockable. That's always good. It's and as well as making something unblockable when it enters play. So it can help you push through with, if you are infecting a blue-black infect, you can just tell your black cleave goblin or whatnot to be unblockable, which is good. And there's also a Snapsail Glider. Let's see. I would like the Invisimancer to come back. If it comes back, I'll most likely become blue-white of some kind. Apart from that, there is Mere Glider, Clone Shell perhaps, Heartstoker. And here we've got a nice choice. Slice in Twain, obviously a good card, but green-white isn't a very strong creature color combination, at least not in my experience. There's a Glinthawk, which is a perfectly acceptable card to pick. You just need a couple of artifacts, and it's the best first turn drop you can have in this format, together with a Mem Knight or a Quarter Shield. If not for the Glinthawk, I would most likely pick the Lumengrid Drake, or maybe the Fume Spitter. White-black isn't very good, but Fume Spitter is a quality card. There's also a Herasian Spellbomb to take note of. In this pack, with a Kemba Skyguard, continue our white picks. There's also a New Rock Replica, and a Gold Mirror, as well as an Iron Mirror. I'm not sure how to rate the Skyguard yet. I like it to be good, but I haven't really met any deck that's managed to use it very well. So here it's between the Sky Guard and just trying to force white flyers or the replica, as I said. I'm going to take the Sky Guard. Mirrors will come later. Another Glinthawk here. Sun Chaser. We don't have any artifacts yet to make it Metalcraft. There is Life Staff, but we're not going to take that just yet. Because the Glinthawk is the more powerful card. But I think that having two Glinthawks, low-cost artifacts will go up quite quickly in their relevance. And we might actually be interested in getting some Sun Chasers if we go mono white of some kind. Because this is what I'm seeing here, it's an Edge Right, which isn't the best creature. It's playable by all means, but as soon as you go too color, it drops off heavily in value for the deck. So I think that Trinket Mage or Replica might actually be better cards. And in this case I'm going to go with the Trinket Mage, just because if I get the low cost I can fetch the low cost and then play Glinthawks, such as the Flight Spellbomb, but here's a Darksplit Drake. Clearly blue is an okay color. There's also a Stoic Rebuttal, but not picking that over a Darksplit Drake. Here there's a wing Puncture that someone else will like. I'm actually going to take this Vector Asp just to have something to, if I'm really short on cheap artifacts to play with Glinthawk in return. I hope that will not be the case. Nothing here. I'm going to take this Molten Psyche just because it's a rare. This archetype haven't done very well that I've seen. I've tried it once and it totally failed me. It might just have been unlucky, but it isn't my deck of choice. The Invisimancer came back, taking that for sure. Another Vector Asp, I'm just going to pick them up. Even the Replica returned. This is very good for us. Berserkers is an okay card, but not something that we will pick. So we've got, let's see our cost sort here. We have two Glinthawks, which is perfect. Couple of cheap artifacts to go with it. Another Flyer, Glimmerpoint Stag. And here in this pack, I'm looking at Tumble Magnet because we've got the Stag and two Glinthawks, which makes it very good. Just tapping down the creatures all day long. If not for that, Black adds a Grasp of Darkness, not something that we'll be interested in really. Infect has a Tangle Angler. We might wheel a Sunspear Shikari. Not too sure about that. The Abuna is quite good against Infect. Barbed Battle Gear, Tantus Slag, that will not take. Here's the Putrefacts, the ever-present Putrefacts for the Infect deck. Still not something that we'll take. I'm going to pick, having two Glinthawks, we need more artifacts, and Glinthawk Idol is good. It's really good. From this pack, Liquimetal Coating, Glinthawk, or Snapsail Glider will be our preferred cards to return to us. Obviously someone to our right will get a Putrefax and be happy with it. And here, the Accorder Shield, which we are quite desperate to have, actually, having the 2 Glinthawks. There's also a Kemba, which is absurd if you get the equipment to go with it, and it's in its own it's a 2/4 for 3 mana, so it's a really good card by itself. I'm going to take this and hope, well, we will get something back here. For our sake, there's a Trinket Mage, a Strider Harness, Revoke Existence, even the Mirror, as well as the Pinions, which isn't perfect, but the Accord Shield is just great for us. So I think that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7, 8. Hopefully we'll get something that we like back. And here again there are some different picks for our sake. Darkslick Drake is obviously a good pick. There's also a Sky Eel School, which is better offensively, being a 3/3. Riddlesmith, I'm not sure if I would like it in this deck, because being as aggressive as we are, we want to just go creature attack, creature attack, creature attack, and having a, even though Riddlesmith is the card thinning is good, I don't think it's better than one of the flyers here. So the question is Darkslick Drake or Sky Eel School, and in this case I think we'll take the Darkslick Drake again. It's cheaper and it's better. It's such a good card overall. Here we've got a Disperse to clear the way for our creatures. As you can see, we have already 12 creatures, although 2 of them are Vector Asps, which aren't spectacular, but 2 Glinthawks, the Idol, Neuroc Replica, and these creatures here, all of them will be going on the offensive end. To have a Disperse to rid ourselves of a blocker is good. Invisimancer and Life Staff. This time it's the Life Staff. Hopefully we'll get this back as well. I'm not even looking at these 2 cards, they are way too slow for our sakes, and probably not very good against us either. So, Life Staff. And here we get the Accorder Shield that we wanted. This is shaping out quite perfectly. Now we can go turn 1 Glinthawk with the Accorder Shield and just wreck them. Apart from that, there is the Galma's Warden, which couldn't be bad for us, but the Accorder Shield is the stronger card. Here there's nothing that we'd really like. I'm going to take the Clone Shell. I think that's the right pick. It might be... no, we're not hating at Helgelad's Defiance. The Scrap Diver, we won't go that far into our matches. Sealcar isn't the deck for it. Urn, no question. The Clone Shell might be the most annoying card for us. The Acolyte returned to us, and I think we'll pick it just to have something to mess up combat math for our opponent. There's also a Volshock Replica, but not something that we really want to play in our deck, so the Acolyte it is. Liquid Metal Coating. Yes, I'm going to pick Liquid Metal Coating because we can do some strange things with Glinthawks, and if we get another Revoke Existence, it's good. It's really good. And this pack, unfortunately we didn't wheel anything that we'd like of great importance. There is a Salvage Scout, which I'll take. Don't think that we'll run it. Here there's a Fulgent Distraction that can help us punch through, but I'll take the Disperse. Another tempo card to punch through. Hating the Kuldotha Rebirths, 2 of them.